now we should be live on the.
Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, Wesley. And thank you, everybody who came. Now that's a franchise I'd watch.
Second now. Come on. There it is.
There we go.
I think you know why you are here. There's a part of you that the normies here.
Here. All right, so that was Massive Chaos. How are you guys doing? I hope well. As you can see, I am here joined by my normal movie night co-host, Dr. Life with Matthew. Why are you dressed as Dr. Life with Matthew today?
Well, you're telling me that this Sharknado movie was very Indiana Jones-esque, and I felt like this was the most appropriate Indiana Jones that I could think of. You know, Professor Jones. What could better encapsulate that? So I am looking forward to a Sharknado movie that really dives into the lore and history of these Sharknados. Lots of thinking. I think it's a bold stance, change of pace, but I'm here for it, man.
I do think that it's, you know, from the rumors. Now, I have not seen this yet, so I don't really know the whole story, but the rumor has it that this is the most intellectual of the Sharknado films.
We'll find out.
Yes, indeed we will. So, if you are in the chat right now, you should be able to see that Life with Matthew has actually put in a link. That link will take you to another link that will indeed take you to the stream room so that you can watch this fine film, Sharknado5 Global Swarming. And Darren wants to know who's the banker on the stream with me.
Oh, it's just some dink. Don't worry about him.
And so, some dink, yes. And Life with Matthew, I don't know who that is, but some guy named Life with Matthew said you're a dink.
Jerk. He's a complete jerk. Just ignore him.
You know, I've heard that. I've heard that he's just the worst. He says that himself.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he's a liar, but even he can't lie about everything.
Well, you know, he is Kurogan, I understand. And so Kurogans are like, you know, you remember in the episode I, Mudd of the original series when Kirk and Harry Mudd tricked Norman by saying everything he says is a lie, and then he says, I am lying. Bird of Prey 5 is the only person in history where Norman would just be like, yeah, I know. It's not a paradox. For some reason, Bird of Prey 5 can actually lie about lying, and he's the only person that can do it. True story. And Alexander, thank you so much.
Alexandra Pulio Robege, $2 Canadian. RCN Muslim wife born in USSR is the best choice.
You couldn't hear the robotic voice, but she said, instead of, you know, Alexander put his usual Asian Muslim wife born in the USSR is the best choice, but the way she said it was Aussian. So it almost sounded like how Bird of Prey 5 would say an Australian.
Okay, I can hear it in my mind. Something like Asian Muslim's wife born in the USSR is the best choice.
Wow, that's not bad. You know, you should take over Bird of Prey's job of being the Minister of Accents. That was actually...
No, see, I can get accents. I can do accents in almost any accent. 2 sentences, it's gone. I can't keep it up.
Well, that's still 1 sentence more than Bird of Prey can do in any accent. I mean, that's just a fact. Yeah, and I know, Darren, you could hear it, but Matthew couldn't, because Matthew is, you know, doesn't have that audio going, because then he'd be very confused, which would be kind of funny, actually. But all right, so let me move this over here. I want to get OBS here to make sure that when the audio starts on that it should not play through OBS, but I always get nervous about that. So do me a favor and play just the very beginning of that first trailer.
Okay.
And that way I can tell if it's coming out there. If it'll.
Okay, there we go.
Is it? I don't. It's not. There Oh, played for a split second.
I didn't hear it going through your stream, so I think you're good.
Okay. I couldn't tell because I had something over the audio monitor. So if it does start playing over there, please warn me, yell, because, I don't want to get in trouble. And thank you, Alexander.
Alexandra Pulio Robege, $2 Canadian. Everybody want MCU Aunt May and Ked now?
Let's put
Now.
Let's put that to the test right now, Alexander. So, Matthew, serious question here. Do you want MCU Aunt May naked right now?
Right now? No, not right now. I'm good.
Let me read the quote. Everybody wants MCU Aunt May naked now, right now.
Yeah, not right now. I'm good.
Sorry, Alexander. I guess we kind of proved that one wrong, but I know you would absolutely like that. So, hey, springtime, good to see you, my friend. Night Breeze is here. All right, so guys, if you haven't already, click on the link to get into the. Cinnabon said he heard it.
Yep.
Oh, but you're in the.
Did he?
But he's in the viewing room. If you heard it in the viewing room, that's
Oh.
fine, as long as you're not hearing it on the live stream. And I assume you guys didn't hear it on the live stream because
Cinnabon.
nobody said anything. Yeah, he's trying to mess with me now. All right, so you ready?
Oh yes.
All right, so Cinnamon's saying he heard it in YouTube. Well, let's see what happens. Go ahead and start playing it. Fortunately, the trailers shouldn't get us in too much trouble. So let me see.
All right, here we go.
right.
Starting the trailers. And the clips.
And now, preview time.
Now, we're gonna have to mess around for a second. You jerk. I'm blaming you for sure.
I think that's going to hold up in a court of law.
Hold on. Say something now.
Something now.
Okay, good.
Yada,
What
yada,
I did.
yada.
All right. So now I'll bet you it works. All right. So go ahead
Okay.
and play it again.
All right, Sam.
Yes, we got it.
All right.
You just can't beat a good film. Remember, this is what's
And
coming
we're
your
not gonna
way.
get that. Okay.
Your
No.
fate.
Okay, do you buy into the theory that all of Star Trek V is just a dream?
Maybe a nightmare.
Because that would explain why it starts and ends with them at the campout, and you never hear any mention of Spock's brother ever again.
Yeah. And Nightbreeze says he's hearing it in the stream, but I think he's lying to me. Let me see. Now, let's see if I can find the right. Let's see.
I'm not hearing it in the stream.
Yeah. I think it's what's with the suit? Because you'll see in just a minute, because Live with Matthew is dressed as Indiana Jones, which you'll see why after the trailers.
Yes, I'm donning my best Professor Jones
Yeah.
outfit today.
You know, I mean, I guess this all being a dream would make some level of sense because, why would the Great Barrier be in the center of the galaxy instead of the outside edge of the galaxy? Why is God hiding in the center of the galaxy when Satan was living in the center of the galaxy? It's like all the...
Why is Uhura doing a fan dance?
Yeah, just all sorts of... And why is it that the whole universe seems to revolve around Kirk in this?
Exactly. I think Kirk had some repressed desires about Uhura.
Oh, Nightbreeze was before I figured... Okay, fine. Burnham pre-surgery, so that's... Yes. Well, apparently, so Burnham used to be...
We get the... I like that we're getting like the forehead ridges on the Klingons.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Like it's nowhere near as pronounced as we get in Generation or TNG, but
Well,
just starting to have a little
the
something.
original concept in the film era was that was just like their vertebrae for their spine that went all the way up over their head to their nose. That was kind of the original makeup concept, which I kind of thought was cool. All right, here we go. Here's a real trailer for you. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
This is a real movie.
Okay. I'm a what?
A cop.
Joe Marshall. I'm loving the hairstyle.
He messed up his line in the trailer.
I noticed that. Oh wow. That is not good flirting.
No, it is not.
It defies all logic. Samurai cop.
Yes, and that was made back in the 80s. That's the trailer.
Wow. All
Remember,
right, then.
that was made in the 80s. That's important to remember for later.
Is it though? Like,
It'll be important in a minute. Oh, here's a movie you're gonna love.
yes, this is the one.
Yes.
I was confused because when I pull up on Vimeo, it has a single screenshot just sitting there.
Yeah, and it was from this.
Hey, I thought Sharknado was going to Egypt in this episode. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Look at
why not?
those incredible visual effects. It looks like PlayStation graphics.
Just perfection right there.
Yes. And you know,
Bunch
when
of-
I think of an Egyptian god, I immediately think of Gerard Butler. Because everybody knows the Egyptian gods were Scottish.
A bunch of very pasty white boys. That's what I see as an Egyptian god.
Yeah.
But I am ethnocentric, so I mean,
You see, he looks very Egyptian. Oh, look, it's Mario Brothers, the movie.
and that's
Yes.
Russell Crowe. It said right.
No, Russell Crowe's not. It's Gerard Butler is set. See, that's.
Okay.
But yeah, the visual effects in this movie are so ridiculously inconsistent. You'll be watching one movie or one scene where you're like, oh, that's not bad. And then another scene, it looks like, did they even try? What happened?
I think it's clear they didn't.
Yeah. Mortals are cowards.
I did like that. That was funny.
Yeah. Should say white gods of Egypt. That's really should be the complete title.
You know, it's just it's close to Egypt.
Yes. Okay. Here's a classic for you.
Okay. No, this isn't. This isn't a DC movie, is it?
It is. Kind of. Yeah.
Halle Berry. Not Halle Berry.
Yeah, that's Halle Berry.
Oh, what is this? Okay. Oh, yay! It's Catwoman. Could there be anything better than this one? I don't think there is. I think this is the pinnacle of DC movies right here.
Yeah, well, it would fit right in with that Justice League movie. So she's very self-confident, almost angry. So self-confidence equates to anger.
I think so. Is there another A word? Is there another A word that self-confidence could be close to? An arrow, something arrogant. Arrogant. I think that was the word he was going for. This movie. This was such an interesting creative choice that they went for. Wasn't she though? Didn't she kill several people throughout the course of this movie?
I don't know. Oh, Alexander. And I saw some. Let's see, what was that? I heard something pop in my. So yes, Alexander believes that Gods of Egypt is a masterpiece.
We'll see, Alexander. We will see.
All right, you remember that movie? What was in the 80s?
Yes.
There was a sequel
Oh.
that was made in the 2000s.
Oh no.
Check out how much this guy's aged. That is him.
Oh, whoa. He lived a hard life. I mean, that is a 20-year jump right there. And he wasn't exactly an old man in the 80s.
No.
And he looks like he is in his 60s now, maybe 70s. But I think they nailed the musical score here.
Yeah, the really gives you the feeling of epicness that this film clearly is.
Yes.
And because it's got Tommy Wiseau.
Tommy. Oh, gosh. Okay.
Samurai Cop 2.
I think that will have more poignance in the movie when I see the full scene.
Yes. And Alexander, this is for you, buddy.
No. No.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to make you watch this one every week until we watch it.
Until we watch it. Okay.
But don't worry. And I told 4 weeks from... let's see. 2 weeks from today, we're watching Sharknado 6. So 4 weeks from today, we will be watching this movie.
Oh, gosh. Okay. The Barbie Princess Music Camp movie.
Yes, it's the Rockin' Royals.
Oh, gosh. I feel somewhat inappropriate watching a Barbie movie. Like, a bunch of old white guys sitting down to watch a Rockin' Royals Barbie cartoon. It has the wrong optics for me, you know?
Well, you could drink. That might help.
See, I could, but
that would make it even worse.
I've been trying to cut back on the late night food intake.
Mm-hmm. Well, alcohol isn't
wonders.
technically a food.
True. And if it's vodka, I mean that's practically the same color.
See, that could be vodka right now, for all I know.
It could.
And consider you're watching a bar.
Not anything yet.
And Alexander with another $2 says, "I want more movies with Bailing in them." I think that's how you say her. Bailing, the girl from Samurai Cop 2. So he really liked her.
Bai.
B-A-I.
Yeah, I think that's Bailing. In Nightbreeze, you're not wrong. There's definitely a cruel streak.
Yes.
An anti-Trekker's persona.
That is there, yes. I love that picture of you. It just works so perfectly here.
You could just about use it as a new Ryan Johnson spinning head.
Yeah, there we go.
And see, now I am perfectly attired for this. You know he's going to cart out a chalkboard at any moment and start talking about the Neolithic period.
Or they're just not going to do anything with it and just happens to be in a cave.
No, there is going to be, at some point, a giant ball chasing them down a tunnel.
Maybe it's Shark rolling through the cave.
Oh, gosh. We had the last movie with the shark, the Sharknado.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, and in New York, there was the big ball that was chasing them down the street.
Oh, gosh, the ball. That was the most amazing. Like, these natural events are just so, like, locked onto them like magnets.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
So she's in a cave. She's in... Yeah.
Somewhere in Spain, I think, maybe Italy.
And why would she have two people outside speaking to her on a radio in two different languages? Meanwhile, in London, apparently.
Well, yeah, I mean, remember the Eiffel Tower landed in front of them in New York, so they went to London.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Typical American, doesn't know anything about the rest of the world.
Chris Kattan. I have not seen him in a while. Admiral Sabal, there are six. Yeah, this is number 5.
Okay, so now his son has aged tremendously since they came over from
It was a long
New
flight.
York. Clearly.
Yes.
But at least he's accepted his cyborg mom.
Yes. They're having a strategy meeting with NATO? Stonehenge, of course. Because how many more random locations can we possibly hit?
Well, maybe that's going to be the gimmick for this one. Last movie was all the elements. This movie might be all the historical locations.
That could be. Springtime doesn't think I'm safe because I'm with you.
What? I'm the unsafe one?
Apparently.
Wow.
So, wait, she's diving into a cave under Stonehenge with someone who speaks Spanish. Why not? We'll just roll. We'll just roll with that. Yeah. You know, why didn't he just have his cyborg wife just fly down? Don't you think that would have made more sense? She could, what do they need the rope for?
Well, it makes him look really impressive, and that sudden jerk at the end of the slowdown, it's got to hurt. Love the shark tooth necklace, though.
Well, you got it. You can't be a Sharknado fighter without a shark tooth. It's like they said to Chris Kattan, "Hey, can you think you could pull off a English accent?" And he's like, "I could try." And all right. And Alexander Seku says, "Girls in Latex. I love that movie." Well, Alexander, if you haven't already, you should click on the link at the top and join us watching Sharknado here. Hey, Commodore Ty, good to see you. Movie's just getting started.
I do love the Winston Churchill bust with the top hat hiding a button.
Hey, why not? Effective yet elegant way.
Our cue.
Yeah. Well, they did say they're at MI6. Why didn't they just hire English actors? Why are they have these people doing horror? This is like if Bird and Prey was the dialect coach for this movie. Yeah, this is
Super
literally,
elegant.
this is Q. This is... And Mercer, thank you so much, puts a couple of bucks in. It says, I believe I shall begin by making use of this map. Yes, indeed. George and Gracie. And it's great, so you won't bang your head against the wall.
Creates a fiber optic shell around him.
Wait,
I
what?
want to see a fiber optic shell.
It makes a... That fiber optics is just glass. So he's got... Wow. And Admiral Saval, man, back pain sucks. I know how that feels, man. I've had a rough couple of days myself. So I hope you get better soon. Lie down or do whatever you can do to get comfortable, my friend. Oh, Shark God.
Sure.
In Stonehenge.
Yeah.
An area nowhere near the ocean.
Well, you know, it's Britain. You're never too far from the ocean.
No. Nope.
So the cave painting was a shark god. I didn't see that. I saw like a Kraken maybe thing.
Well, there was a fin. Shark.
The Sisterhood of the Sharknados.
Wow.
Why
What's
it have to be
pow?
shark?
Wow!
There it is.
Wow! Wow! They went there. Daniel, how would it make sense for Willem Dafoe to be playing Iron Patriot in the MCU? Iron Patriot is Rhodey. We've already seen him.
That was not an impressive trap, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a slowly moving jaw. And those spikes don't touch each other.
Nope. They're just there to kind of
He just
scare
in the
you.
middle.
Oh, look, a bullwhip. Of
And
course.
the hatch.
And the fedora, yes, of course. So I guess now we know the mystery of what ended up happening to Indiana Jones. He died under Stonehenge.
Well, it beats the truth
What was that? I didn't...
that he... It was
There's
a baby
sharks. There are sharks in a cave under Stonehenge.
baby sharks.
And Mercer, with a $2 super chat, says Sharknadoes are caused by a bad signal from the whale probe. You know? That could actually work.
That or 5G signals.
Yeah. Oh, no, they're doing... Okay, we need... It sets off a storm?
This stuff
What?
is supernatural now. Well, I guess once a shark god came into it. And here we get our running from the giant shark head.
No,
ball thing.
it's water. They're running from water.
Oh, it just. No,
Oh, there's
Where's the gold?
What was that? She caught the shark with one hand.
And killed it.
I mean, these people are like stronger than the Avengers. I mean, did you see how he caught that shark with the pole? And that shark had to weigh at least a couple 100 pounds.
Oh yeah, they are definitely superhuman. Which maybe that's why the sharks keep coming for them.
True. Maybe it's like the Norse god of Sharknadoes that's kind of mad at them or something.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Stonehenge! No!
Now where will the druids meet? Just keep climbing.
Wow, those sharks could really jump. So that was a pointless thing. World War Shark.
So, what does the artifact? No,
Well,
not the sisterhood.
Isn't this that's the second time they introduced a new black female character and then subsequently killed her off?
Just so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, as part of the opening set piece, they killed her off. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so this is like a plasma Sharknado?
I thought the shark fin was supposed to like give them control or stop the Sharknadoes.
Apparently not. Wait. I'm not a geography major, but I don't think Stonehenge is 5 miles from London.
Google Maps. Here we go.
Yeah. Do you have Google Maps available? Because we need to know.
So let's see. Stonehenge. Yeah, it's a little away from me. I know. How about in the UK? Much better, thank you. Directions from London.
A T10 Sharknado, whatever that means, is going to hit London.
That is not a tornado classification.
Yeah. No, it's a Sharknado classification.
Oh, okay. My bad. Yes. It is, in fact, 88.2 miles from
No,
London.
it's 5 miles.
to-
It's 5 miles. In this universe,
it's very much not.
Hey, Mercer, I miss you too, buddy. I'm glad you're here. Moxley's in the house, says, hey, how you doing, Moxley? I hope you are doing better, my friend. I know you've been dealing with the depression thing. Come on, follow the link. Join us watching this incredibly stupid movie. Maybe it'll take a load off the old brain. Oh, no, not MI6!
It's okay. They have all those fancy weapons.
But they're using their
They're
Glocks.
using handguns.
Yeah.
I think it's part of being MI6. You have to use that style of gun, or else it doesn't count.
You're a flying cyborg chick. Why are you just standing there?
You know, London would be wholly ill-equipped for a tornado in real life.
Apparently
they never
not,
get
though.
tornadoes.
John says, R.I.P. 007. They're back? Really? Yeah. Tom says, no notification. I blame Matthew. You can... yeah, Matthew probably stopped the notification from going out because he is that kind of a guy.
I'm petty and vindictive like that.
You really kind of are.
I mean, after you screwed up doing the after church life thing, I was just ready to make you pay.
Oh, she could catch a helicopter.
Well, she got a car last time.
That's
so why
true.
Not?
But, you know, if she's a mostly machine, why is she grunting as she's holding it?
Dramatic effect.
What was that? Did you see the way she threw that? She threw a helicopter like a girl. I never thought I would say that as an actual sentence, but she threw a helicopter like a girl. Wow. Just Skyfall? He's in possession of Skyfall.
That
London Bridge
Nice.
is falling down.
Skyfall was not the best of the Bond movies, was it?
No, it was. A lot of people think it is. Yeah, that's the one where he went to his ancestral home. which was called
That's
Skyfall.
what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. And Thomas, I can't restart it because Matthew would have a heart attack over it. Sure, his leg just dissolved, apparently.
These sharks are truly supernatural. Like, we've been saying that from the beginning, but now we have proof.
Yes. It exited like
What
Britain.
did he say?
His leg
Oh,
exited
gosh.
like Britain.
You mean slowly and we're still waiting?
Godzilla versus Sharknado. I would pay money to see that, Mercer. I would.
I've been waiting for this moment to tell you I love you. Oh, gosh.
Poor Chris. Well, those razor sharp tires. Is that what's his name? Axl Rose? Was that him? Oh, whoever it was,
Something
he's
Michaels? It's fine.
sure. Apparently,
Man,
it's
I want to be as blitz as this guy is. To be
Brett
like, yeah,
Michael, thank you.
You got sharks falling around me. I'm just gonna play my guitar now.
yeah. Why not? Yeah. I mean, his legs would have been shattered by the impact. Well, he's enjoying himself.
I'm telling you, he is tripping something serious. There we
Well,
go.
he's gone now. Well, that was probably the best single cameo in all of Sharknado. Well, he still got the bullwhip. So I guess you're right. This is a whole Indiana Jones thing.
But he lost the hat.
Yeah. Oh no, not the Ferris wheel. Chris is still hobbling along. Really? The code is double OD?
I thought for sure they do I messed up 007.
Wait, the Ferris wheel has missiles on it?
Yeah, the little things you sit in are apparently missiles.
Wow. Yeah, you wouldn't think the sharks would be in the water.
Well, you remember we found out last time that these are sharks who have evolved to be high atmosphere sharks.
True. Well, even space sharks. Oh, now she's finally flying. Maybe she should have done that a while ago. Josh says, Chris Rook, Andy Checker, and Dear Bop, another Sharknado movie. Andy Checker, haven't you put poor other guy through enough hell? Well, it's Life with Matthew, and no, he hasn't gone through enough hell yet. Oh, no!
Oh, we have new good morning people.
Well, because it's Britain.
No, that didn't stop them for anyone else in this movie so far.
Yeah. Oh, no, the queen is trapped. Yes, if
Because no one wants Henry in charge.
Oh no, Big Ben! She is not going to catch Big Ben.
Oh, contraire.
And how is he lifting that? That thing's got to weigh like 500 pounds.
I would have liked it better if they just stood there instead.
Yeah, it just got eaten. Frank Drebin versus of Sharknado. Yes. Do you remember Frank Drebin? Detective Lieutenant Drebin, Police Squad.
No, this doesn't ring any bells.
Wow, we're going to have to find some Police Squad for you then.
Oh no, it's a purple lightning thing that's hurting our ears?
And that would have killed him. Oh, but that fiber optic thing protected him.
There you go.
All those little tiny pieces of glass inside the helmet cushion the impact.
Okay, so are they going to eat a corgi by the end of this?
Good question. He's punching the shark. Uh-oh. Gil!
I don't know, maybe this is where we'll see the suit that surrounds him, the fiber optic suit. Do, 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 do.
Is that...
Not the queen.
Yeah, is that supposed to be the queen? Because she's definitely not the queen. Because
That looks more like Michael Jackson.
Why is she supposed to be the queen?
Yes.
And now the opening credits. So Josh says this movie was Kurogan-made movie. I'm watching for Bird of Prey to show up and save. Waiting for Bird of Prey to show up and save the day. Yeah, he'd just be floating by on his bed, going, "Hello, world."
Hello, world. It's Sharknado5. Kapla.
Is Matthew dressed up for filming an adult movie? No, he's dressed up because the beginning of this was based on Raiders of the Lost Ark, so he's Dr. Jones.
But seriously, who is the queen?
Yeah, was that really supposed to be the queen? Because she's not only about 60 years too young. Oh, look at that. Look at that little Monty Python there. Why not?
Oh, good. They're back to standing still. Also, I don't think the palace guards have a rifle like that.
Yeah, I think, don't they have like just a regular like single shot type rifle as opposed to assault rifles?
I think so. Let's see. Well, no, it's definitely they got a.
Oh, there's
magazine
Bird
on
of
that
Prey
gun.
5. You say his name and he shows up. Yeah, April. Jerk. Hi, Bird. You have a good night. It's too bad you can't stick around. We were just figuring out that this film was kind of about you. Oh, he's dead then. He's definitely dead. If he's moving 500 miles an hour in a windstorm, he is as dead as they get.
I mean, everything that hits his skin, it just ripped through it. And
Thomas says
Poor
that those
kid.
are the kinds of guns that the Royal Guards carry. And yes, Mercer, this has been typical in the Sharknado films. They wait quite a ways into it before they do the credits. We're like a third of the way through the film before the credits. That's just what they do.
they want to give you an awesome opening set piece. And I think they've really learned how to do that too.
Yes, by this film, they've really kind of nailed it.
I am disappointed that a corgi didn't get eaten.
Yeah. Oh, there's an aerial defense now. Oh, yeah, that looks like a good weapon against Sharknado. It's a blimp.
You know, I found out today that the Empire State Building, the mast they put on the top, was supposed to be there to tether airships.
Yeah.
Because they thought that was the vehicle of the future.
Mm-hmm. And I agree, Mercer. They definitely have a unrestrained creativity in these films. That's a great one. Oh, look, Nichelle! Did you see her?
No.
There's... See?
Oh, there's, yeah. Federation countries. Nice. They should have made her the queen.
Well, she's the Secretary General of the Federation of Countries.
I would like your better as the Queen of England. Like, if you're already going to have this Michael Jackson nose lady, you might as well go all out.
Josh, I agree. I think that gold blimp was built by Bird of Prey 5, which means it will crash into a mountain at some point. Well, it'll crash into something. Wow. Wow. Bird should be here.
When did come out?
Bird, why did he have to leave? Finn is literally like the living embodiment of a Trump supporter now.
Yeah, it came out in 2017, so that wasn't just a happy coincidence.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Our ancestors.
I'm not stoned.
Oh, you meant the stone. Oh, look, Chris Kattan's still there.
I hope just throughout the movie he loses just bits and pieces of his body at a time.
Well, nothing will ever top that dude on top of the motorhome.
That's just so funny.
Uh-oh. Just when you thought it was over. What?
Excuse me?
What?
My paracel?
What? So
I'm gonna know who they were. That was definitely a cameo. Not my right hand.
Well, I guess you're not going to get your wish there.
That works too.
Mercer wants to play a Sharknado tabletop role-playing game. That would be awesome. There should be like a really good Sharknado video game.
I could see a tabletop game around this. Like it wouldn't be a big campaign. It would just be like
Oh
gosh. It would have to be a card game.
Yeah.
Where you flip the card over and
you could get like different ratings of Sharknadoes and then infuse them with the different elements, and then you'd have to have an attack card for what city, and then the other player would have to have like defense card. Like if you had a helicopter with a pipe bomb, then you could stop a level 1 Sharknado.
Yeah. And then like you could add to level 1. You could have like a plasma NATO. And
is that
then you
Geraldo?
can't use your pipe bomb anymore.
I just realized. I think that's Geraldo Rivera. Yeah, the vault is empty. Wow. Okay.
I guess he's not on good terms with his dad in this movie.
Well, what happened to him in the was he still alive at the end of the last one? I'm trying to remember.
I thought so. Do you hear him shouting in the background? My
What did he
arm! My other arm!
Well, so much for the Hindenburg.
Where are they now?
Oh.
Oh, let me-
Yeah, that worked. Oh, they're in Switzerland. There we go.
now. Okay. That is an amazingly fast blimp.
Well, Switzerland's only about 8 miles away from London, based on the 5 miles to get to Stonehenge.
Yeah, I think that's the appropriate response.
Yeah,
To peace out when you see a Sharknado.
yeah. Well, I don't think she's going to last much longer. Yep, there she goes.
Wow, what amazing coincidences. They just got all the equipment they need to chase a Sharknado.
But what does April need with it? She can fly. She's freaking Iron Man. Why does she need a ski?
She literally could fly into there and rescue their son in like a heartbeat.
Yep. You kind of are, though. She's...
Is she gonna spin with it?
I guess. But how...
But why?
But
But why?
I did he say it's like Wonder Woman?
But shorter.
Why is she what?
So they're trying to make another tornado to fight the first tornado?
I guess. Yeah, April can hear you in the middle of all that.
Oh, it's not like she's screaming at the top of her lungs or anything.
And in the middle of 500-mile-per-hour winds. Ooh, yeah. The horror, the HMS Bird of Prey is down. You know, I did say it was going to crash into a mountain, and it did crash into a mountain. I just saw that.
Oh, gosh. These are the sharpest ski pikes ever.
Okay.
That was a cameo for sure.
Oh. How are the sharks fly? Okay. I'm sure she's someone.
Would it be... Is it too soon to think it would have been funny to have Tanya Harding lose her legs by a shark?
Well, it was actually Nancy Kerrigan that was her victim. That would have been good. You would be hilarious is if they could get Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan, and like Nancy's sitting there on the ice and Tanya's coming after her with like a club, and then the sharks come and they start attacking the sharks. Yeah, it's a bad habit to look for sharks.
It's not like he's been through 4 of these so far. Is he?
Oh, hey, dog sleds. Absolutely. Your wife can fly, and you're chasing it with a dog sled.
Like, I like to think April was about to say, I'm not a helicopter. I can just fly and get him. He's like, no, go with the helicopter idea. That will totally work. The polar vortex.
They're going in on a sled with no dogs. That's a
That
brilliant
was an
plan.
impressive whip crack, though.
Yeah. This was a bad idea.
I get April going in there, but why everyone else?
How
Why is he
could
glowing? Oh,
did they just go through a wormhole?
okay.
They
I think so, yes.
and yes, Thomas, you have good ears. That was Puka downstairs barking because I think Mrs. Antichecker just got home. They took a wormhole to Australia.
Okay. That's still a heck of a way to swim.
Oh, but don't worry, there happens to be a helicopter right there. Apparently,
Well,
Oi! It's Birdo Prey 5.
if he crashes, I think it is Bird of Prey 5.
Yeah. Well, we already had him crash the Hindenburg, so. Dun dun. Wow, you realize that like this is the first time they've ever been surrounded by sharks in the ocean.
True. And the sharks are amazingly calm.
Yeah, the one time they're not immediately getting attacked by sharks is when they're in the shark's home turf. Oh, she can do that? Wait,
He can swim faster than a shark.
but if she could shoot lightning, why are they even worried? Just have her zap the sharks.
Or fly. Have her fly right now.
No, the sharks are biting her titanium body.
And just in case you didn't know, we're in Australia.
So they're just getting newscasters from all around the world for this one. I think what happened was like the newscasters of the world were jealous of Al Roker. So they're like,
Why can't we be in a crappy movie?
yeah. Wait, is she like just...
She was 3PO. The Sisterhood of the Sharknados.
You're always here with me. Now go away.
You're always here with me, except for those 5 years when everyone thought I was dead.
And no, Puka does not get steak, Josh. Saw the Meg. It was like those Sharknado movies better. Yeah, the Meg is actually not that bad. Have you seen the Meg?
I haven't.
Yeah.
Now, was the Meg the one where they were coming up from the seafloor and they poked a hole into like the thermal barrier? And this giant creature came up through it.
I'm trying to remember. I think so. Yeah, I think so. What happened to her lips?
I believe that they have been injected with poison.
Yeah, something. So they can just 3D print the parts they need, apparently.
Yeah. Because, oh gosh, men are dumb.
Yeah. Yep, gotta
Nice.
stay away from the Cyberdyne parts. And you're right, Mercer. It did look like the proton pack blast. They're the Sharknado sisters.
How dare you recruit my cousin? I forgot she even existed. I thought she was her niece.
I guess they're cousins? But hey, you know, South China, so they're a good 20 miles away now. That's why we recruited your family.
The other monitor, that's how communication works.
Yes, if your monitor fails, just switch monitors and it should work.
Contain what waste?
Yes, the world trumps
Yes.
your son. She's right.
Yeah. Needs of the many, needs of the few.
Yeah, Nova. What was the Piranha movie that had Doc Brown and all the porn stars? I have no idea what you're talking about there, Josh.
What? What? You're talking about Christopher Lloyd, right?
James Cameron's first film was Piranha 2, The Spawning. I knew that, but I've never seen it. Yeah, it was for COVID. I mean, Sharknado's.
Was it Piranha 3D, Josh?
Wasn't it called like 3 Double D or something? Like it was.
See, IMDb just says Piranha 3D.
Yeah, get inside the boat where it's safe in a cyclone. There's nothing safer than being in a boat. Then maybe not
it's
send
nuclear
everybody
waste.
inside.
Oh no! Now it's a nuclear NATO. Didn't we already have this one?
Yeah, we did have a nuclear NATO in the last one. Everybody can just kick these 300-pound sharks like they were nothing.
So now we're having like a...
What? And every time they show her, her lips are just so...
Oh, they took away her flight.
Of course they did. Really? Yeah, that's what he thinks.
Whatever?
Yeah, we heard him.
So, is he still stuck in the tornado because everyone else was quickly ejected?
I guess he's
And he
still in the
went through a
tornado.
portal too.
Wait. You mean that okay. I didn't know. The Opera House is a battle station.
Sure. The Opera House was already a lot more open than that.
How can you tell that? It's just changed shape a little bit. How
Is it going to turn into like a shark shape?
is it bad that they're stuck? I'm just going to steal this, okay?
It's nothing important. Is that Kevin Sorbo? No, Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk, yeah. Listen to the music.
I figured it out because they kept saying Hawk, Hawk.
Yeah, yeah.
But he did initially kind of look like a Kevin or Dylan Hunt, which yes, Kevin Sorbo, but specifically his Dylan Hunt character.
I still want to know what the Opera House is supposed to do.
I wanted to be a giant shark.
You know, maybe they could just have her fly in if you didn't take away her ability to fly.
Well, it's not like that was useful.
Yeah, not at all.
They certainly never used it. Okay, here we go.
So, and yes, Thomas, in the last one, they did cut 5 people out of the shark. You know, I wonder how many people they're going to cut out of a shark at the end of this one, because that seems to be the thing.
And that was a beautiful scene. Each shark eaten by another shark.
And then eaten by a whale.
Yes. Like a giant nesting doll of sharks.
The Opera House transforms into bird of prey. Oh, it's got lasers. Sure.
Lasers.
But why did it need to transform for lasers? Oh, here we go. The Paxson Initiative?
I don't think that's George Paxton. Maybe there's another British or Australian guy named Paxton.
I don't know. Yeah, she swiped
Your
it.
artifact?
Yeah, the ones that she stole fair and square. Yeah.
Oh, no. That was Bird of Prey 5 level.
That was definitely Bird of Prey 5 level accent there. Hey, Donnie, hope you're doing well. We're having a fun time watching Global Swarming. If only I could fly, I regret nothing. And we're in Brazil.
Brazil.
Because, you know,
Seems like a great way to get in a bar fight.
Good thing he just knows everywhere. Where are the sharks with the frickin' lasers on their heads? Yeah, that's what we need.
But he just No! He just landed here! You were waiting in the bar! Nobody didn't send you!
Well, he was just waiting at the bar in case he happened to show up.
I mean, why is Vega? Don't get pedantic on me. Answer the question.
Well, Vega's a character in Street Fighter. Oh, here we go. We got the music going now. I have a bad feeling that Jesus statue is going to go down by the end of this.
She does too, apparently.
Yeah.
So now we're going to see like the Brotherhood of the Shark? Nope. That is not a man.
Yeah, she looks like a priest. Because, you know, wise people that work in churches commonly have tattoos on their breasts. It's a common thing.
What? I think that guy just said orca to whale.
Well, yeah, she's being honest.
Okay, so nice. Way to pay attention to it. So literally by taking this, they have unleashed the Sharknado currently plaguing them.
Yes. Only in the churches of in Kuroga can you find that, Josh says. So is that true? When you go to church, first of all, they have female priests and they have tattoos on their breasts?
No, I'm pretty sure that's fake news.
Okay. Sorry, Josh. Our resident Kurogan professor says that is untrue. Yeah, you're going to catch him in that car. Yeah, this race would already be over.
Well, the bigger car must not do like corners well.
What's with the headlights on that thing?
I hope we get an answer, like it opens an interdimensional gateway or something.
Well, and what is this guy's problem? Why is he, like, wanting the Sharknados to destroy the world, I guess?
Well, there's always some stupid
Look at
cult
these
that
feet. That's a
wants to
500-pound
help Cthulhu.
shark he just threw. And then a little 20-pound shark takes him out. Yep, there goes the Jesus statue. Oh, wait, not yet. Maybe. Yep, there it goes.
Oh, killed by a Sharknado. Who could have seen this coming?
The vortex is getting away. Oh, Jesus saved him. Why not? And now Jesus is throwing them into the... They literally were caught and thrown by Jesus.
Okay, I was hoping once we found out this was going to be a Globetrotter movie that we would have a gladiator scene in the Roman Colosseum.
But were you expecting it to be
with
with cars and sharks?
I was not. Sharks, yes. Cars, no. They're riding them like chariots.
Wait, how'd they get out? I think we definitely missed a scene there.
And they're back in?
But that's a different Colosseum. So we're still not going to get an answer on the headlights, are we?
No, I don't think we are.
Yeah. Breaking news, Live with Matthew's house is actually his prison cell. Free Matthew 2021. Is that true? Are you being held there against your will, Matthew?
Actually, the answer technically is yes. For about a year now.
Well, there you go.
Oh, no.
These sharks are just amazing at catching things with their mouths.
And he's keeping track of that shark, too.
He sure was. And I hope Jesus would shoot lasers. Yeah, well, no lasers for Jesus, but, he did catch the car and throw it into the vortex, so there's that. Never thought I would see a movie where Jesus caught a car and threw it into a vortex. Until today.
That's very true.
So, this could classify as a Christian film.
I think the first movie we watched, the Dracula one, came a lot closer to being a Christian film.
I don't know. I mean, Jesus wasn't actually in that one. But here we find out, if not for Jesus, Finn would have died. And Finn is obviously going to save the world. Hey, Multi-Gun Man, good to see you. Yeah, that'll work because, it's real. Just like that one girl's lips, it's completely real.
It's probably going to work somehow.
Yeah. But she forgot
the secret entrance.
She forgot about the curse that if you throw 3 coins, then the sharks will come get you.
I thought it was going to open up and it would be revealed that was the secret entrance into this division of the Sharknado sisterhood.
Josh says, Matthew did look over to the side to look as if it must be bird of prey on the other side of Matthew's prison bars. Yeah, he did kind of look around there. Like someone might be there keeping an eye on him. It's okay, Matthew. We're going to send a Turtistani squad of commandos to rescue you.
Who is it? I'm the freaking Pope.
Who is that? He looks familiar. He thought he would be bigger? Unless you're Catholic, why would you kiss his ring? No,
I think we just found out Finn was Catholic.
So it's... What?
Did you catch that? He said, "Bless me, Father, for I am Finn." That's Fabio, is Moxley fan is saying.
Oh, is that Fabio? Okay. Oh, he's old now. A papal chainsaw. Why not?
Where did you pull that from?
Well, I'd answer that, but it would be kind of rude.
Like, I would have accepted if you, like, lifted up the Pope hat and pulled out the chainsaw.
Who's he yelling at? Oh, we're in Okinawa, because sure. Wow, that was horrible. Uh-oh, we got the nuclear NATO coming. Wait, what?
Of course, they're in Okinawa. What else would you have except a giant kaiju?
Or a shark tsunami? Is that... What is that?
And of course, it would be
She said a
radiation.
mass
That caused
organism, and her answer is it a creature? Of course it is. It's heading to Japan. Someone did say they wanted Godzilla versus the Sharknado. You may get your wish here.
the- I think so.
Matthew, if any tracker tells you this, then this stream will turn into a triple X stream.
Oh, if you tell me where the chainsaw came from, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, that's the most logical line in this entire franchise. Remember what Vega said, don't drink.
So this device can create Sharknados.
No, I think... does it open a portal, or... Yeah.
Acid Design is saying, I'm on acid, or you just watching Sharknado5? Yep, we're watching Sharknado5.
She does... Oh, wow. So she can't fly, but she can attach to the ground for some reason? I'm really tired of hearing her groan in this movie.
She's not very good at it.
Yeah.
The Pope? What?
Wait, what?
The
So-
chainsaw started to flash across. And
Right.
he pushed it and it shot all the sharks.
But...
Of course.
Uh-oh, the leaning tower is not leaning anymore.
Well, she didn't let go.
Oh, look, and there's Gil. Still alive in this tornado after, what's been days now?
Has it? I think it's only been a couple hours.
How are you going to just go home? And of course,
Oh, no.
And now they're in Tokyo.
It's time for the
kaiju.
the radioactive kaiju, yeah.
Oh, we're just going to cut that whole scene out.
Well, they landed in a hotel of sorts. I mean, they literally have those at the airports, except they're nowhere near that big. But you just have like this tiny little box you crawl into, and
Yeah.
you can sleep there.
He said it's Sharkzilla.
Sure. Now, if it shoots a radioactive blast, I mean, will we have copyright infringement?
It could be. Like this guy knows anything about Twitter. Oh, look, Xfinity. We
Wow! Wow, that was so awkward. It has everything you could want. The Xfinity Stream app and more. Oh, wow. Okay, but what are they going to get to fight the Sharknado?
maybe
Are
they
they
need
gonna find a
Mecha Sharknado. Yeah.
A Pokeball?
And so they have explosive Pokeballs?
She was playing Pokemon Go.
But they have explosive Pokeballs that they just happen to be carrying around downtown Tokyo.
So, are we hitting kind of quasi-racist level of... I'm not sure yet.
So the Sisterhood is going to skydive in.
Wait, how did Gil get in there?
Reasons? If only I could fly still. This really would have been easier.
If only she had flown in Switzerland from the get-go.
Yeah. The poor sharks. I wouldn't put it past the Japanese to have exploding Pokeballs. Well, I just think the actual explosives I have a tough time with. Don't worry, in this movie, you're not dead until a shark swallows you whole.
I mean, I half expect them to cut her open and have a person come out the way they do this stuff.
As it said, how many scotches did you take to endure this? Actually, I haven't been drinking tonight. We really enjoy horrible movies. But Sharknado is on a very special level of horrible. And I mean, this is the 5th one. We got to see this through.
Oh, yeah. Come on, fight massive blood loss. Don't let it be your boss.
Or they'll just make her into a robot, too. I still don't understand why they took away her ability to fly.
They weren't using it anyway.
Oh, I guess she's actually going to die.
No. Not Nova.
Nova, we kind of cared about you a little bit.
She was such a good bartender. I'll never get a day off now.
That was like, I guess, supposed to be emotional. Ron
So I guess there
McDonald.
is no Today Show. I guess there's no Today Show in Japan. Godfrey again?
Yeah.
I thought he died.
Sharks are chasing the lions that are chasing the gazelles. Uh-oh.
That's horrible news. Wow.
So, wow. And those are not tornadoes. Those are hurricanes.
But if it has a shark in it, it makes it a Sharknado.
Okay.
What?
Breaking news from springtime. Matthew is currently working on a Sharknado fan film. No word from Bird of Prey 5 yet on the project. Oh no! The old man that knew
No,
Twitter.
Stinky Pete. So they built a bunker and it blew up.
Yep. Man up! Well,
Oh no, me.
so
No wait.
you're dead.
Apparently, but Matt has to come back. Matt's always come back.
And Multi Gunman says found the Sharknado Blu-ray set on Amazon. Probably got to buy it now because of the live streams. Yeah, they're so stupid and fun. I gotta say I've enjoyed these. Well, it kind of is. Yeah, you're.
Maybe if you put the stone back like they said, it would stop.
Yeah, they kind of told you the answer a while ago. Oh yeah, we have this.
So Gil was supposed to be in the Kaiju Sharknado.
Right, but he went through another portal. He keeps like going through the portals ahead of them.
Okay. I'm like, because that thing blew up.
Yeah. Oh no, she yelled again. Huh?
He got fin slapped.
Dun dun.
Egypt? Egypt.
Yeah. Why not? Well, you know, you could have just done a practical effect there. I don't think the CG was really necessary.
No, there's no way to make a flat circular object except CG.
Apparently. They're like, well, we haven't quite burned up our entire effects budget. Let's do one more thing. Thomas says, I'm the expert on stupid, and Sharknado 5 is Thomas Stupid Points. Yeah, it must be. It's,
he probably could have just flipped it around.
Yeah, it's an infinity stone.
Yeah, the Shark Infinity Stone.
Yeah, it's the one that people forgot about, the Shark Stone.
I could see that being a really powerful stone.
Yeah. If Thanos had gotten the Shark Stone, the Avengers wouldn't have had a chance.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, Thanos would have been taken out by one of those sharks.
Of course, the Egyptians built a machine that would start the core of the planet, I guess? Is that what they mean?
The core of the Sharknado? So, we haven't talked once about her battery since they introduced it.
Yes.
You think she's going to have to supercharge this at some point?
Ah, she's fine.
Or do you think they're just going to forget?
That was a real coin toss. The way they write these, then it could definitely go either way. The stone is Koroganite. That must, yeah, it did kind of look like Koroganite. Okay.
I think you're right.
So, they win? Is that it? They
seems that way.
They flipped the switch. Xfinity again. Best product placement ever.
And I guess at some point they were supposed to go to Tibet because that was the Dalai Lama's place.
Or maybe they just cut that scene out.
It wouldn't have played well in China.
Yeah. So that's it? That felt kind of anticlimactic. So
yes, but why did it work?
That doesn't look good.
Is this the time aspect? Is this how they're gonna?
No, well, that's the next movie. Yeah, that's the next movie. Oh, here. Yep. See. Yeah.
Wait a minute. How are they getting a cell signal
when everything is
in the pyramid?
Well, you know, a lot of people didn't know the ancient Egyptians built cell towers in their pyramids.
What did he put it in?
Hey, weren't they in the other one?
I think so. A Sharknado. Wow.
Well, uh-oh. Things are not going well here. This is the shark. Al Roker, ladies and gentlemen. Dignified meteorologist, Al Roker. It's beautiful.
They should have sent a poet, huh? Is it full of stars?
Yeah, this doesn't look good. Oh yeah, that CG disc. Oh, they're gonna part the sea. So first Jesus gives him a hand, and now they're gonna part the sea.
Now, this scene would be so great if like Ben Shapiro came walking down between the two sides. Maybe Jerry Seinfeld.
And she's yelling again because, she does that.
So her job is to amplify.
I guess physics are kind of taking a back seat in this movie, I think. Uh-oh, her battery's critical.
Well, you know what? We already know how to save her. He just needs to schnog her a little. They already warned him about that.
Well, I don't think this is looking good here.
Whoops.
Yeah, she's not recovering from that one, I don't think.
Maybe she'll finally be a real girl again.
Ooh, Thomas wants to know which would make a better sequel series, Horsenado or Dolphinado? I would have to go with Dolphinado just because I think Matthew would appreciate it more. Actually, I think it'll be the Darwinado. It would be Dolphinado's completely inhabited with Darwin. Well, at least she had a good head on her shoulders.
No, not just her head. This was a part of her body she used the least.
I wonder how many weeks that woman had to go to acting school to learn how to moan so well. Good question. I would say at least a week. She should go, I'm a disembodied head. No
They're
cutting
really
her out of a
making this
shark
scene
this
out.
time. Yeah. You could barely tell that she's just wearing a green shirt there,
I was kind of hoping for a Planet of the Apes moment there.
Well, it does look like
Darn you!
everybody's dead. I think Finn might be the only person still alive on the planet.
I think so, because they like the entire rest of the world was
Xfinity's
nice.
still around though. Why not?
The entire rest of the world was flooded and eaten.
So Finn walked to the Taj Mahal, and now apparently he walked to St. Louis.
That's impressive.
He walked from Egypt to India to St. Louis, Missouri. Just keep that in mind. He walked.
And now San Francisco, because he was at the Golden Gate Bridge right there.
And now
back India.
now he's in Russia.
Oh, Russia, excuse me. Of course. Of course.
He already took his hood off.
Sometimes you gotta do it twice for dramatic effect.
So Dolph Lundgren is his son.
Okay, so if they go back in time and stop the original Sharknado event, Won't he just end up being estranged from his, no, divorced from his wife?
Maybe, but she'll yell about it, probably.
Oh. Sure.
But how did he get the Humvee?
We don't need any roads. Oh.
Oh, look, he's got a flux capacitor, and there's Petunia. There we go. Wow.
Russell Hodkins.
Yeah, I don't know who a lot of these people are. Clay Aiken. Wow, I did not recognize him.
Katie Price. Ross. Oh, yeah,
Good
Geraldo.
Yeah.
You got that one.
Yeah, a lot of these people have no idea who they are.
Bachelor. They were cameos? It's so hard to tell when you have an extra and a cameo in this thing.
This and Ron McDonald, I love that.
It would have been great if they had had a character in each of these Sharknado movies who dies, like each and every time.
So
Wait, who is
Charo?
that
That was Charo. Wow, she's had way too much surgery done. Then I did not realize that she was that old. Charo is like really old. Yeah, she is horrible.
Margaret Cho. I feel like I should know that name.
She's like a comedian. Oh, look! There's that was,
and Petunia. Of course.
but that was Bai Ling from the Samurai Cop movie.
Was it really?
Yes!
Huh.
Oh, wow, that was Olivia Newton-John. Did not recognize her.
Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead to the end here and see if there's one last scene here. Okay. 30 seconds left. Are we gonna get anything?
Yeah. Charo, the one that played the Queen, 69 years old.
Huh.
She's just had so much surgery done that. And yes, Alexander Bai Ling was there. I love her so much. Oh, John Hurd passed away. That's kind of sad.
He was the drunk in the bar in the first movie. Died pretty quick.
Oh, it looks like there was a mid-credit scene. I think you missed it. Go back to 143:20, it looks like. Try about there.
Oh, yep. There we go.
Of course, now I can't see anything for whatever reason. Are you able to see it?
Yeah. It's just it looks like coming back. It looks like a kangaroo is getting in a fight with a shark.
That sounds like something the bird of prey should say. It's a roo, the Bobby with the dingoes. Well,
That
there
girl
we go.
Seriously, had that Australian accent.
Yeah. And yeah, John Hurt, I didn't realize he had passed away. It's kind of nice that they dedicated it to him, although, you know, too bad that he couldn't have a good movie dedicated to it. But he was in the first Sharknado film. So, yeah. So there you go. Sharknado 5, Global Swarming, the single most intellectual Sharknado film. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yeah. I mean, clearly, not only was it globetrotting, now there's a shark god, and
we learned a lot about geography.
And yeah,
I mean, we really did.
Stonehenge is 5 miles from London.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't realize Stonehenge was so close to London. I didn't realize that, or that you could walk from Egypt to India to Missouri to Russia.
Oh, he made a layover in California first.
Did he stop in California? I missed because I remember.
Yeah, you saw the Golden Gate Bridge behind him.
That's right. That's right. So he walked from Egypt to India to Missouri to California to Russia.
See, it would have made half sense if he went from like Egypt up through India, up through Russia, and like took the land bridge that used to be there. You know, at least that's a narrow part.
You could have
come
swam
through Alaska. Yeah.
And yes, so Mercer,
he's Finn. He can do anything.
The next Sharknado film that we'll be seeing 2 weeks from tonight is Sharknado 6, or I'm sorry, no, it's called The Last Sharknado. It's About Time.
And it is.
Yes. And yeah, which is no spoiler there, considering the way this one ended. Definitely not a spoiler to say that Sharknado 6 will involve time travel.
Yes.
And Dolph Lundgren.
I might have to make you watch Batman Samurai.
Batman what?
Samurai.
Batman Samurai.
Yes, it is a Batman.
Oh yeah, where he goes to like feudal
anime.
Japan.
Yes.
I think I've seen it.
Yes. It is it's a sight to behold what they do there.
But and next Thursday we alternate, Mercer, because Matthew is kind of a jerk. So we alternate on Thursdays between Matthew and PJ, Orville Nation. So next Thursday we'll have Orville Nation on, talking about Orville and other nerdy stuff. Do you have your flying Humvee ready for the movie? Good question. I don't have a flying Humvee, but boy, would I like one. That just looks like an awesome vehicle. Yeah, make Matthew watch The Naked Gun. You know, have you seen The Naked Gun?
I have. I've at least seen the TV version of The Naked Gun.
Well, that's why I mentioned the TV version, and you said you'd never heard of it. It was called Police Squad.
No, the
Frank Drebin.
I mean, actually, like
Frank Drebin is the main character from Police Squad, played by Leslie Nielsen.
No, I mean, I saw Naked Gun on TV, so I didn't see like the. Yeah, so there may be some scenes that the TV version didn't include.
Gotcha. I don't think they had anything particularly risque in there, but yeah, there's Naked Gun, the Naked Gun 2.5, and the Naked Gun 33 1/3, I think. And O.J. Simpson is featured heavily in the second one.
Yes, he is.
Yes. So
Yes, he is.
before he became a notorious killer, obviously. But yeah, and Police Squad was the TV series that the Naked Gun films were based on.
Okay. They had the guy who made all the funny sounds.
Yeah.
And...
Well, no. It was
Or was that
starting
Police Academy?
That was Police Academy. Police Squad.
Okay.
That's where it was let's see. What was it? I'm trying to remember how he said it, but like his name was like Detective Lieutenant Frank Drebin Sergeant Police Squad or something like that. It was like, let's see, how did he introduce himself? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it was. My name is Sergeant Frank Drebin, Detective Lieutenant, Police Squad. That's how he would always introduce himself.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah. And so so the series was actually really funny. It was very much like the Naked Gun films, but obviously a television series. And it would be like Police Squad in color, right? And at the end of the credits, they would say like, tonight's episode, Dance with Death, right? And when the announcer would say that, but then on the screen you would see something like The Murder Under the Bridge. Like, it would be a completely different title. For some reason, they did that in every single episode. They would have one title name that the announcer would say and a completely unrelated title name pop up on the screen. And then and you remember, like, back in the day, they used to end TV shows a lot with a freeze frame. You know, where the cast would be talking, something would happen, then all of a sudden the show would freeze and the credits would start, right? So they did that on this show every single week, but they didn't do it. What they did was, as they finished the last line and someone's like, ha 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 ha, and then they're all just standing there holding the position. But the camera's still rolling. They're all just trying to stand still. And there's always something going, like one guy was pouring a cup of coffee, and so it keeps pouring and then overflows and stuff. And one of them, there's like a chimpanzee in the office, and it's like jumping around and stuff while everybody's, frozen. So yeah, the freeze frames at the end were hilarious. But I'll have to see if you can get Police Squad anywhere. That'd be a good...
let's see. Police Squad, where to stream? Because I'm sure you can buy it easily enough on Amazon. Yeah, you can buy the DVD for $10.
Really?
The complete series, $10. Or you can buy it new from $5.20. So I mean,
so it's cheaper to get it.
Or you could splurge and get the Blu-ray version for $15.
Wow.
I know that's pretty expensive there, but it might be worth it.
But is it available on like on Amazon Prime? So I wouldn't have to convert it.
That is a great question.
Doesn't look like I do.
Probably
yeah,
not.
Yeah. Police Squad: The Complete Series. Yeah, so that would be a fun one to watch. I think you would enjoy that. How many episodes is it? Join Detective Frank Drebin and Captain Ed Hawken as they solve various cases. Includes all 6 episodes. Yeah, it was only 6 episodes. And,
that's short. You can almost do that if they're just 30-minute episodes. That's
like that's like one long night.
Yeah,
we could watch the entire series. We'll have to see about getting that. But yeah, that I think that would be a fun one. Because you figure each episode is actually going to only be like 20 some odd minutes because commercials and all that. So yes, I did love Police Squad and of course the Naked Gun films. Although, and it's funny because like the Naked Gun films, they were okay. They weren't. I'm not ignoring you, Thomas. I promise. If I missed something you said, the vital, I apologize. But yeah, and like one of the things I remember, there is like Mrs. Antitracker generally thinks that type of comedy is kind of just stupid, which honestly, a lot of it is. But there's this one scene, and it was actually an O.J. Simpson scene, and where he was like trying to sneak around, and like a dog attacked him, and he's like fending off the dog, and then like somebody shoots him in the shoulder, and he's like, you know, holding the wound, and then, you know, someone hits him like with a baseball bat. He's like, oh, and Miss Nantrick is just kind of sitting there going, yeah, this is really stupid, right? And then like just to go to complete full random, he steps in a bear trap, right? And she just lost it. She just busted up laughing at the bear trap, you know. Like, that was the one thing that got her, because it was like so out of left field that, okay, all this other stuff going on, and then there's a bear trap. Why not?
Nice.
So that's definitely going to have to go on the list of things to consider watching here. Plus, I always like TV shows because I don't have to do massive editing on them and throw Matthew's face all over the place. Like I'll have to for
It is
some...
a plus.
Yeah. It is less work. I'm lazy like that, you know. So, all right. So with that, what are your final thoughts on Sharknado 5 Global Swarming?
Oh gosh, you know, it was good. I'm trying to think what has been my favorite Sharknado movie so far. The first one, excellent, just for the novelty of it. Second one, I think the third one may have been my favorite one so far.
I'm still leaning towards, yeah, I really like Oh Hell No was the third one, I believe. Or no, let's see. Yeah, it was Sharknado, then Sharknado 2, the second one, then Sharknado 3, Oh Hell No, Sharknado the Fourth Awakens, and now Sharknado 5 Global Swarming. So,
you know, I'm going to say the fourth one was my favorite.
The fourth
just
one.
The complete absurdity, all the different tornadoes they threw in there,
Okay.
The Fire-nado, the Hail-nado. It was, yes, that was my favorite.
See, I still like, man, it's a tough call. I do think that the weakest of the series was definitely the second one. I think we're agreed on that.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was great because it set everything up, and just the ludicrousy of the Sharknado concept. And yeah, so DJ says it's on Netflix. Of course it is, but I don't have Netflix because, you know, I don't.
I do.
Jerk.
So I might be arranging that.
Okay, well, you know, we can do it that way then. So that's right, because you have that same software that you suggested to me, which I do love that software, by the way. Play On, if you don't know about it, it's not free. You do have to pay for it, but it's really good if you have streaming services and you want to copy stuff for, you know, editing or doing, you know, pulling clips or watching stuff like we do on this live stream. So Sharknado 69, the bigger they are, the harder they come. That's just Thomas.
Oh, it's it's not for streaming. You have to get the DVD. I don't have.
Oh,
the
really?
DVD
Netflix doesn't have
plan.
the. Dang it! I'm gonna have to work hard. All right. I do have somewhere. I buried away some conversion software for DVDs, but I'll have to. You know.
I use Handbrake.
For converting DVDs to video files.
Yep. I'll send you a link for it later, but you literally just pop in the DVD, it scans it, you say, grab it, I want it to be an MKV or MP4, and
That's
get
cool.
the subtitle
And it works pretty
tracks
well?
and- Oh, fantastic.
I haven't heard of them. And let's see. Mercer says, how do I use a movie clip without getting the other windows or tabs in the way? Well, that's where a program like Play On really helps. And like I said, unfortunately, it's not free. But if you can legitimately stream the movie, then Play On will convert it to an MP4 for you. The only downside is that it does put a little watermark at the beginning and end of the film with your name and IP address in it. However, with editing software, it's very easy to remove. And also, I always throw in the trailers and stuff just for fun. So, and who doesn't want to see Matthew's face spinning around in circles? And Thomas says, I have
everyone.
MK4. I'm not. Is that a conversion program or something else? I'm not sure. So with that, we're going to wrap things up. and I still don't have the ending credits set up. So instead, since I don't know if Alexander's still here, but if he is, he'll be very, very happy, because as we sign off, Matthew is going to sing along with Lore Reloaded, because Matthew knows the words to this, of course. I'm sure you don't, but
which one? Give me a
this
give me a
is
leg up here.
Super Chat number 2. The one with Voyager. But Play On is the software that we use to convert stuff.
I remember everyone being in pain.
Yeah.
Let's get.
Let's get Baby?
The board vessel's moving into range.
It's
On screen.
It's gone. Something about magical.
Let's get lost in that magic place.
I could sing it, but now I'd be like 30 seconds behind everyone else.
That's true. So you should sing it anyway.
You and me alone now? I just remember everyone's in pain. Not Harry. But at least it has 7-9. That's all that matters, I'm pretty sure.
That is Alexander's favorite thing. I don't think he cares that much about Laura's singing or something. And Article 191 of impeachment against you, not singing the closing credits.
Gosh, come on. Come on, man.
Come on, man. That's Article 192, impersonating Joe Biden.
He's dead.
Yeah, someone does a better job of impersonating Joe than I do. He comes on the stream sometimes, I think.
Yes,
On
he
screen.
does. All right, guys, have a good one, and